There's some feedback. I don't know where it's coming from.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Was the washing machine washing?
Okay. Just me and you now. So the network should be so clear.
I don't know, but let me just see my side.
We hear you clearly.
Everything you say is repeated on the inside. I don't know.
Comment section, is there an echo on my side? Oh no, I think it's your network. You can continue. It's just your network.
Okay.
All right, thank you, comment section.
Okay. Maybe I should try to disconnect and come back. I don't know.
Yeah, you can try anything, but we hear you clearly. It's just your network. Okay, who do we have here? And Ntobek or M, how are you? Ntobeko, are you here?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Guys, can you hear me?
Clearly. Ngiyaphila wena? I think I think.
Yes.
Uncle.
Yes.
I don't know, but you can take over.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Mama. Huh?
Like something. What happened? It's that network. Okay, let me take one by one. Maybe it's network problems. Let me just take one by one. You just come, keep it short so that everybody can speak. I think the network is getting very overloaded, you know. So who was here again? Oh, it was him. No, it was her first. Let me just bring her. What happened? Okay, let me try again. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to switch off my guest list and then switch it on again. Then you guys can just request again. Are you back? Okay, I hear you too. Yeah, people shouldn't be disrespectful. Oh, they can't hear you. Kicked her out. Let me switch off my guest list and then switch it on again. Switch off. Then we switch on again. Oh, this bright light. It's not good for the eyes. Let me switch it on again. Okay. Oh, the network is bad, guys. Oh, okay, it's better.
Hello.
Mohammed, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. And yourself?
I'm great.
I just wanted to know what's the topic of discussion? What are we discussing?
So the topic for today is Zimbabwean's permits have been extended. How do you feel about that?
It's been extended to 2023. Okay, well, I do have two feelings towards it. One, if you look at it, it can be a positive thing, and also it can also be negative at the same time. Are you South African, by the way?
No, I'm initially from Zimbabwe, but I'm based in South Africa.
Okay, so when it comes to the extension of permits, I feel that it's kind of a good thing. Reason why is that there's many Zimbabweans that are working in South Africa, and to be honest, South Africa is not only built by South Africans; it's built by immigrants. If we look at the history of South Africa, everyone that's in South Africa, apart from the original tribe, the Khoi and San tribe, are immigrants to South Africa. If we go back generations and generations, looking at where we all came from, like for me, for example, my family is here from 1860, from the time the British invaded South Africa.
Well done.
So, without the help of immigrants, a country cannot grow. Let's look for at Dubai for an example. 40% of that country, or rather, 60% of that country is only immigrants. And if you look at Dubai today, it's like a first world country compared to what it was in 1990. So it does have its pros, it has its cons. Many youth feel that Zimbabweans are taking their jobs, when in fact if you do in-depth research and you look at industry, the tourism sector, some work as domestic workers, some work as garden service cleaners. So those are the jobs that our youth, I feel, that are not willing to do.
Okay, that's how I'm going.
Okay, there's also a comment about the illegal foreigners are not turning South Africa into Dubai. Yeah, well, every country will have the problem of illegal immigrants, but we can't paint everybody with the same brush. So what are your thoughts on the extension of the Zimbabwean government?
For me, it's a good thing because people can now prepare to leave. I know my parents are preparing to leave. They're applying to the UK. My sister is also applying overseas and so forth. So, and also her friends as well are already gone. So this is a good thing for me because that pushed people to apply in other places and in other countries, which is a good thing, to greener pastures and stuff. You're going overseas, it's gonna be better, but also it also has its negatives because there are South Africans that are saying we have had enough. Why give them 6 months? The minister all along has been saying we together, foreigners must leave, yes. But when it's time to tell them what the conclusion is, they stretch to 6 months. So I also do agree with you that it has like its own pros and cons, you know, but
It's not
I believe
bad.
a lot of
What do you want
foreigners
from
are
it?
leaving because they've
have
only been
your-
given 6 months. 6 months is not 6 years, you know. So eventually, they will have to leave eventually. So those that are applying, they should keep on applying because it's good, man. I
Okay.
mean, if you can work outside Africa, that
Wow,
just
Zimbabwe.
means more money.
And I got
If you're a
Zimbabwe.
teacher in South Africa, you're going to be a teacher in the UK, it's more money.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I do understand that things are expensive there, but it is more money, you know.
Thank you.
So, yeah, hey, South Africans are angry, Zimbabweans are happy for the moment,
Thank
you know,
you.
because others also who didn't build back home,
I ate
you
it.
know, we have
By
fathers
force?
that came here, left their wives.
I don't blame the Zimbabweans for coming to South Africa. And there's a reason why as to the Zimbabweans leaving Zimbabwe and coming to South Africa. It's because of the sanctions that were placed on Zimbabwe by the United States under the rule of Mugabe. So they had no alternative but to move out of their homeland. And I'm sure if there's Zimbabweans in the chat that can agree, that might agree with me, that they want to go back home.
Of course, of
They,
course.
they want to go back home. And
Yes,
because
yes.
South Africa, well, we were the largest economy in Africa up until 2009. Now we're the third largest economy. We're behind Egypt and Nigeria in terms of GDP. So it's easier for Zimbabweans to come to South Africa than to go to Nigeria or to Egypt, because one, there's no border. The border is destroyed completely, so it's easy to cross over. And also, the current government administration, which is the ANC, has strong relations with Zimbabwe. Back then, when the Rhodesian Bush War was going on, it was South Africans and Zimbabweans that were fighting the apartheid government in the Rhodesian Bush War.
Yeah.
So if Mugabe didn't do what he did by kicking out a certain ethnic group of people and destroying their land and taking away their farms, the sanctions wouldn't have been implemented, and Zimbabwe would have been as well developed as South Africa is. So the fault doesn't lie on the Zimbabwean people itself. The fault lies on the government of Zimbabwe and the international community that sanctioned Zimbabwe. And if I'm not mistaken, if you are a ZANU-PF card-carrying member, you have to vote for ZANU-PF, or else they'll kill you. If I'm mistaken, you can correct me. So in that way, it's technically rigged elections, because how are you going to get another party in power that has a better idea, or rather a better understanding of how to run the country? They might not have experience of running a country, but they might have new ideas, new implementations, new rules that will benefit the country. And I worked with Zimbabweans, I worked with South Africans, I've worked with Malawians, I've worked with Congolese. I've basically worked with like almost the entire of African countries, and the hardest working people that I've ever come across were the Zimbabweans. they will work and work and work,
we are jealous of
even if it means them taking a lower salary, but they will do the job with a smile and not complain. And that's the thing I admire, the work ethic that the Zimbabweans have.
All right, Mohammed, is that all?
Yeah, that's all for now. But it's also a sad thing to see that Zimbabweans are leaving because, to be honest, if you look at the township areas and excuse me, and some of the other areas where they set up shops, tuck shops, and like small businesses. Those businesses are blooming, and if they leave, who's gonna fill that void? Because I'm a business owner myself, and it took about 16 years to build the business that I've taken over from my dad. So if those people have to leave, and now South Africans come in, how long? Spaza shop? No, I don't run a spaza shop. I'm a distributor. So yeah, so how is the economy going to survive?
Yeah, we hear you.
And the false narrative that flies around is that government creates jobs. Government never will create jobs. It's people that create jobs. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, and you don't. And you don't listen. Don't believe the government when they tell you we're promising you jobs. That is literally nonsense. Because the whole economy relies on businesses. If you set up a business, you employ people, and that's how a business grows, and that's how people earn money, not by the government.
Okay, Mohammed. We're bringing Drama also wants to speak next.
Yeah,
Hi, my
sure.
sister. Welcome back.
Yeah, man. Mohammed, okay, thanks for educating us about who gives jobs and who don't give jobs. To ever say that if foreigners leave this country, we're not even saying all foreigners, we just want the illegal ones to go, at least most sensible people like myself. We're not saying get rid of every foreigner. We don't want them in our country, we don't want them here. That's not, that is silly, that's crazy. We saying the illegal ones, because Dubai, the country you made an example of, was not built by illegal people. They've got they've got a visa system. You got to get permissions to come in the country. You can't just walk into Dubai. These countries that have, in the last 30 years, gone from nothing to great, didn't go from nothing to great by allowing every Tom, Dick, and Harry through the door. We are saying illegal foreigners. Now this happens to be a Zimbabwe chat. I have the same feelings about every illegal foreigner. Everyone in Africa, the Ukrainians, the Eastern Europeans, all of them. If they're here illegally, we should have a system to weed out illegal people. First of all, we have job shortages here. So what do we need? We need electrical engineers. We need IT people. We have a critical skills list. That's how we should be bringing people in. And we've got smart, intelligent people in Africa from all over, all the way up to Nigeria. People that we can say, okay, come in on our critical skills visa, because we need your skills. We need your IT skills. We need your engineering skills. We need this, we need that. Not every single person. I don't need to see another person selling fruits from another country on the side of our road. I feel our population Our own population Our own population can do those jobs. As I've said this before, we have our ancestors fought hard against the apartheid government, and we're still in a battle. We haven't. It's not over yet. Not yet, Uhuru. We're not free yet. We're still fighting here for our lives. Huh? But now we must, our poorest of the poor people must be competing with people that are not even here legally. Why do we need a maid from Zimbabwe or Lesotho or anywhere? We got our own maids here. I wanted at one point, I couldn't find a job. I was willing to go and work and scrub people's toilets. I can do that. I don't need, why is there somebody from another country coming to do those jobs? Maids, gardeners, restaurants, stop, anything that's low-skilled or semi-skilled people. We are talking about illegal people. All the progressive countries, the countries that are doing well, they have a strict, have you been through the airports in the UK, in Australia? They don't play. They check you out. Do we call them xenophobic? Huh? Now the minute we're saying we want Aaron Mutsuledi and Home Affairs and our government to start making sure that the people that come through our borders have a right to be here and have a reason to be here. You can come as a tourist anytime, but you must go back home. You can come as a critical skills and whatever other legal ways they come. If you're married to a South African, you can come in, you can marry somebody, you can apply for a spousal visa, you can apply for a work visa. There's no other South Africans to do that job. But just to come here and expect, where's the sense of entitlement where does it come from? Why does people from Zimbabwe feel entitled to our economy? Why do they feel entitled to our country? There's nothing wrong with foreigners. I was a foreigner in 2 other countries that I've lived in, but I was there legally. What is wrong with being there legally? And this extension of the visa, okay, I can understand why Zimbabweans are happy about it. It concerns them. But I'm concerned that if these extensions keep going on and this kind of stuff, it's gonna be shit shit. And another thing I noticed somebody saying about one lady, she spoke earlier on saying, Zimbabweans are always fighting. We're fighting. Even now, there's fighting going on. We don't say we're not fighting. Hey, she's waiting for SADC and whoever to do things. Let me tell you, whether it's in any aspect of life, if you don't fight for your own life, who is going to fight for you? It's like Zimbabwe is waiting for somebody else to start something, to do something for them. Go back and fight for your country. And this thing about saying this Simba and some other guy was talking about, we're not educated. That is totally gaslighting us as South Africans. That's just another way of saying we're stupid and lazy, which is the narrative.
Do you need answers or are you just speaking for yourself? If you need answers, I'm ready here to answer you on everything.
Who are you?
I've been listening. My name is Sean.
Who are you?
Sean.
You want to argue with me? I wasn't arguing.
No, I don't want to argue with you. I just want to educate each other. I'm not here to argue.
What do you want to say, Sean? Because you're taking up my time now. But say
No, you've been talking. Probably some of the things that you said, I could see that you're going on and on, which does not really make sense.
Everybody, and other people.
You're saying Zimbabwe, and you've
I'm not speaking for Zimbabwe. I'm speaking as a South African. I'm speaking as a South African. And saying, don't call us lazy. You're here saying we're uneducated. We're not educated.
Don't say it.
I didn't say you, Sean. Up until a minute ago, I didn't know who the hell you are. I'm talking to what was happening on this live previously. Okay, the things that were said previously, I never even.
Tufikiri kuba Zimbabwe baba extending the family zabo. Na South Africa bana. Vivu bayomba.
Let her like make her point.
No, you got
She has questions.
You got strict immigration laws. Your Zimbabwe has strict immigration laws.
So where does that
And nobody has accused you of being xenophobic. Just a few weeks ago, there were South Africans caught in Zimbabwe doing something, some criminal activity. It made the news. Allowing everybody in here. How we must be not allowed to. The minute we say
That's your choice.
we are
Whatever that you're saying there, whatever that you're saying, it has to do with your choice. No one forces you to lay down, open your legs, or no one forces you to leave. Everything happens.
Sorry, if you don't understand, an analogy, you don't understand an analogy, then there's nothing I can do for you. I was making an analogy. I said, you want South Africans' borders to be open like a whore would open her legs. That's how you want. So that everybody must walk in and out here. And the minute we say something, we're xenophobic. That's
when
my
they're
point.
talking about the borders to be open, they're talking about the economical part. They're not talking about the immigration part. And you.
Tilagamba nti ba illegal foreigners bakolako emirimu gyabwe. Kane mbuuza omuntu ali illegal afuna atya omulimu ogw'ebbeeyi? Gwesoma ofuna ogw'ebbeeyi ejja kukola gino egya wansi naye bwe tebaagala kusoma tebaagala kukola. Kati oba osigazza option ki? Tosomye ate tebaagala kukola.
I don't want to come
England, Scotland, are you talking about England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland?
The whole Europe.
That makes up the United Kingdom. Is that what you're talking about, the United Kingdom?
Look, let me say the Europe.
Are you talking about Europe or the United Kingdom?
Oh, let's talk about Europe. Europe, they share everything. They do not have borders in Europe.
Yes.
They use the same passport.
Yes.
They use the same currency.
The Schengen passport, yes.
Thank you. That's when they're talking about
So
open
what
borders,
are you saying? So what are you saying? Is that what you're saying South Africa must be?
When they're talking about open borders, they're talking about such system. They're not talking about immigration. Zimbabwe must come however they want. If you can be able to trade, Zimbabwe can't even trade. There's so many things that are made and manufactured in Zim. They're not allowed to sell here. Why is that?
So you talking about economics and I'm talking about immigration.
Economical side, not immigration, but I can see you are mixing economical and immigration.
I am not mixing nothing. I'm speaking about immigration, and I'm quite clear on what immigration is. I'm talking about our borders. I'm talking about over 3 million illegal people in this country from Zimbabwe. That is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking to who brought up economics.
You're saying.
What do you think? Where did I get that?
When you said you want Zimbabweans to walk in and out of South Africa, when they said no borders.
I said a South African can't walk in and out of Zimbabwe the way the Zimbabweans can walk in and out of this country. You know there's no damn border at Beijing. They just walk the hell in and walk out. They can come in as Cuban, they can leave as John.
Okay, let's talk about Beitbridge border. Do you know how many countries they use Beitbridge border?
What has that got to do with the Zimbabweans in this country?
Okay, why are you only speaking about Zimbabwe? Because that border is used
because this is the Zimbabwe group, my friend.
Yeah, that I do understand.
Swear back, no.
No what?
Sean, Vice, please let me finish my talk. Go away because you are just talking. You're not even talking what I'm talking about. You can have your 5 minutes just now. I'd like to finish up.
Okay.
Taffy, all I'm saying is we are talking about legal immigration. A sensible person will talk about legal immigration. Any country you go to, you have to legally enter and you have to legally exit. There are millions of people who walk not only from Zimbabwe, Pakistani, Bangladesh, all these countries that just walk in and out here. Yes. Zimbabwean, Congolese, nobody. I don't believe that Zimbabweans are stealing our jobs. I don't believe that. But I feel like from the poorest of the poor people, the people that do the lower end jobs, there is huge competition now because people would hire a Zimbabwean instead of a South African because, as Mohammed said, oh, they work so hard for so little money. That's the problem. He loves the fact that they're good slaves. Because how can you be so happy with somebody working hard for less money? Why don't you pay him the same that you pay somebody else? Please, there's a lot of problems with this country. There's a lot of problems with South Africa, but we just want legal immigration. We want Zimbabweans to be in this country. Whoever comes here, the Europeans to be here legally. That is all.
And I agree.
All right.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
do agree. All of us, we do agree.
Are you winner, Sean? Good night.
But they haven't given permits for Zimbabweans now. So how do you expect it to be illegal?
When people want this legal thing.
So all that
And another thing, thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for bringing up
if
the
you can take it
permits.
to Home Affairs,
The
it will put
ZEP
us on a
permits.
safe spot.
The ZEP permits is just a small percentage of the Zimbabweans that got ZEP permits.
If
The
I
people that are suffering the ZEP permits are the people that have the right to be here legally. What about the people that are here that don't have a ZEP permit, that are running the streets illegally? The ZEP permits
ZEP
people,
people
they
only
were
been
here
cancelled less
legally.
than a year. The ZEP, you guys knew about ZEP like months ago when they're talking about cancelling them. And if I have
The government's got a right to change the conditions of an immigration policy. They got a right to change it. Doesn't mean because you could use a ZEP last year, you should be able to use it next year. The government can change. It means you must find something else, some other visa to be in the country before you leave. It happens all over the place.
Thank you.
All over the world. How
Zimbabweans are illegal
happens?
now. The reason why most Zimbabweans are illegal at the moment is because they've cancelled the permits. It's got nothing to do with Zimbabweans. It's got nothing to do with
Yes, and
why they cancelled the
no,
permits.
they've canceled the permits. How many of those people were permit holders? A couple 100,000 permit holders. What about the rest of the couple million people that are here that don't have permits?
Where do you get these numbers?
I got these numbers. I don't even know where I got them from. I can't cite it.
How are you going to count them?
Are you trying to say there is not millions of Zimbabwean people in South Africa?
That's impossible.
How many are here
Unless you've got a
then?
proof. Unless you've got a proof.
280,000 ZEP permit holders. You think there's
Do you know how
only
many died?
ZEP
Do you know how many
permit
died on that? How many died? Do you know how many went back?
Let's just do this. My moderators in the comment section, can you please Google how many, should we say foreigners or Zimbabweans? Which one? So we can Google
No,
it.
they're not foreigners. We're talking about Zimbabweans. I'm saying there are
Yeah,
Okay, but
millions.
some of them died.
Moderators,
Some of them
and
died.
people in the
on
comment
those-
section,
Some of them
please
died
Google
when?
it for me, ne? I'm
Of course,
also
come
not
on,
sure about
There's
it.
no human that lives forever.
Okay, so some of them died and then?
That's a definite fact. People die.
Did you? Okay. Maybe this is something that does. I don't know if you've seen the documentary with AfriForum about the border. I don't know if you've seen it. There's nobody at the border. There's no people walk in and walk out of this country. So if there's 3 that died here, another 3 could come in there. Countries, failed states like Congo and Nigeria. That's who South Africa gets compared to now. We're not great.
Okay, can I say the
And we
last
have
word?
problems, and we got our own problems, and we'd like
I
to
say
solve
the
our
last
own
word?
problems without having to have
Can I say
legal
the last
people
word?
here.
Can I say the last word?
No, I said the last words. You can continue, Sean. I'm gonna go cook now.
Okay, you can go and cook. But what I'm saying is, you guys can continue messing up your economy. Zimbabweans are going to go away. But if they're going to
That's
go away,
okay.
focus.
Go to
focus on
Zimbabwe.
messing up the
Zimbabwe
economy.
needs you.
Zimbabweans are going to go.
South Africa, we are fucking up big time, but it's our business. Like how your country is your business.
Continue fucking it up. Zimbabweans are going to
Big
go.
time. We got major problems here. We have major problems, and we accept it. We're not saying we're perfect. We're just saying if you're not legal here, please go home.
But how are you legal?
We'll find another way to be legal.
So the estimate, people said it's 800K to 3 million Zimbabweans in South Africa.
How does that even make sense?
800K, no ways. I would say 3 million. That's the number I had in mind.
And someone is saying 13 million an hour. This one's they're just like 18.
I'll see you. Good night. Thank you.
Okay, have a good night too. Like also, what are these people saying here?
They're saying there's 3 million Zimbabweans in South
Oh, you know
Africa.
what? Okay, you know what? I think most of these people do not understand that whatever that is happening now, it's a political crime. And then all of them, they are being led to this frustration with the propaganda. These elections that are coming here next year, right? They've got elections next year in Zim, they've got elections again after that. So whatever that is happening now, it has to do with election. It's got nothing to do with the economy, it's got nothing to do with foreigners. It's 100% about political crimes. There's no country without a foreigner. You go to China, it's the most populated country in the world, but their economy rate is very low. How are they doing it? You go to America, I think it's number 4 on the most populated, but they don't cry about jobs. South Africa is such a small country. For them to telling us jobs, what. They need to face their government and deal with it.
Daniela, can you please mute your mic? Daniela, can you please mute your mic? I'm gonna have to disconnect her, guys. Maybe she doesn't know how to. Oh, okay, good. You can go on, Sean. Sorry.
This one is asking me, Sean, please define illegal immigrants. All of Zimbabweans at the moment, 80% of them, they are illegal. Correct. You should face the government. Like I can tell you now, go and Google about the ghost workers at governments right now. There's more than 3,000 ghost workers. We paid about plus or minus 10,000 every month. The ghost workers. And then you guys cannot even. Sorry. Who said I don't have documents, my guy? Abuti. Who said I don't have documents? And you even say that I'm in South Africa. Sean, if it's a small country, why are you flooding SA? No, I'm not deceiving any Zim people. I'm just here for the truth. Something that you don't know. Why must you go home? Who said I'm living in South Africa? Says who said I live in South Africa?
Guys, if I request you in, please mute your mic. Give my. Oh, his name is.
Yo, the anger with these people, ne? It's crazy.
Look, yo, my lady at the top. Oh, it's a guy. Are you there?
Hey, hi, right? How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Oh, it's so
What's
funny.
your name?
My name is Wellington.
Yeah. Okay, because we're seeing something else here.
It's just a TikTok profile.
Okay.
As for me, like, you know, I think I just want to pass this message to my fellow Africans who are here in South Africa, including Zimbabwe. If you have education and you can go to other countries, I think it's high time to start to apply for jobs into other countries because the ship is sinking and there's so much hate here. So there's no need to stay in a country where the local people, they don't live here. And also, I don't blame them because there is a lot of also illegal people, immigrants staying in this country, which is not fair, which is not good. So I think there is a problem on both sides, from the Zimbabwean side and to the South African side. So I think we just need to find a way to survive. That's the first thing. If you can go back home, start a project, just to do that. And if you can apply for other visas here in South Africa, good for you. But it doesn't look good. So
It's not worth it anymore.
yeah, it doesn't make sense. Look at the economy, like look at the prices in the shops right now. You can't survive if it goes on, keeps on going like this. You can't survive in this country. Even clever South Africans are leaving the country. They can't stay here. It's only people mostly who have nowhere to go who can stay in such conditions. But people who have somewhere to go, it's high time to leave. And it's a lot of things, because we have people who have been made, we have partners here, like foreigners with partners, but they don't have papers. And Home Affairs doesn't, even locals, it's a stress. It's training to go and get even in South African ID for a local guy. I'm not talking for a foreigner. So our African government failing. That's what we need to understand. It's not about us people on the ground. It's about our government. Look at the whole Africa. Nothing works. We have people like swimming all the way to Europe because they can't take it here in Africa. So it's everywhere here in Africa. We are doomed because our leaders, they don't have wisdom.
Navuze gas omola bakoyebo akasinda tunatende meneteka. Navuze gas omola kilo mwenda. Eka sawa funye. Ande nafunyemo. Nafunye gas. Nafunye gas. Sinda yi. Nafunye gas sinda siyange. Nageze neyazika. Manje wapitike munudi. Omchana namugamba ngani. Kangole gas. Kangule gasi. Ndio mali wakula gasi wapi? Kangule gasi. Tokula gasi. Era no ngamba gasi. Wani kumbidemneyo. Yeah, onayangamba. To avoid transport. Onayangamba.
Against the government. Right now we have George Scala, who is in jail right now. He's been in jail maybe for more than 3 months. So people don't really understand. You can't tell someone from South Korea like, why are you running from North Korea? It's because of the environment, the political, for that to happen. Not now, not even with this coming election, because they're gonna do the same thing. So we just need to find a way to survive. If we can go to Zambia and do whatever we do, make money, that's the most important thing. You need to fight for your family, not for the country. Because at the end of the day, you are not in government, you are not ruling anything. So why should you waste your time? Why should you get killed? Let me give you an example here in South Africa. We had miners who were protesting. Is it in Maracana?
Yes.
What did they do? They shot them.
They wiped all of them.
As long you are a threat to their power, to their money, to their will, they don't play with you. This is Africa. They don't play with you. So that's the condition that we had in Zimbabwe. Like, ZANU-PF doesn't want to go. They even, like, the funny thing that, like, that I see here in South Africa, you see ZANU-PF having headquarters in Joburg. Like, why do you allow such things? That's where the problem starts. Because you are growing these people. You are supporting them. People who are allowing people to come into South Africa are not Zimbabweans.
Say
South Africans who are working at the border, they receive money, they get bribed, they allow people to come in. No, the problem is big.
Gas ajakola liki gwe.
Because every time you go like on the news, watch the news, it's always about us, not about Zimbabwe this, Zimbabwe that. So it's psychologically it's not okay. It's not okay. So it's, I think for me, it's for everyone who has got some sort of sense. It's time to jump off the ship. That's all I can say.
And soon, that's why
Push it when it's tight. You have to unscrew it first.
I said my life will end at 7 o'clock, you know. But yeah, for the person that made me angry today, it's fine. I will think about whether I should unblock him or not, because obviously there are more people that will come like him. Just that I wasn't prepared. And I also got angry. I don't know if I'll unblock him. I'm not sure because I just really don't want noise. This platform has been moving so perfectly from the start. You know, we can't just let one person ruin it. So I don't know if I'll unblock him or not. I will unblock him and then I'll go live tomorrow. If he does it again, then I'm going to have to unblock him for life because... I mean, you know, we can't have like these normal conversation. As you see, our sister that was here, they were having a conflict with Sean. Sean had came to say, no, let me answer on behalf of Zimbabweans because she was asking questions like, why don't you guys go back? Why this? Why that? So I think he assumed why is a question, you know, as a question mark. So he had came to answer the sister, but she was angry. She thought he was here to fight her, but he was just here to answer on behalf of Zimbabweans since she had a Y on her sentence, you know. So I just want to apologize to her and Sean. You know, it's usually not like this. I like people to have like a good debate. Those that don't, like, if misunderstandings are understandable, at the end of the day, I can say, no, I don't agree with you, Sean. And then you can say, I don't agree with you too, but we can then move on, you see. So with that guy, I don't know. I will see what I'll do.
I'm
gonna be fine. So I just want to thank everybody that's been here. Sean and our guest there at the top, our last speakers, been here since 3 o'clock. I think it's been 3 or more hours, you know. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. I see Winnie here is saying Footek, yeah, you are getting blocked permanently. We don't want any xenophobic comments. I will block me, you know. I will block.
Yes?
Go on, you know. So just want to thank everybody, my gifters. Thank you so much. Follow my gifters. They're not here anymore because I had to restart the live. but they were here. Thank you to the gifters. Thank you to the comment section. Thank you to my lovely moderators. You know, it was such a good time today. You know, just that you bought a leg in Motomoan. That's all. But
Where you, sir?